Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You may.
Okay. Hi there, Miss Yan. Okay, good evening. So, of course, Miss Yan, for tonight, well, we were going to proceed with some grammar activity and to be
Mhm.
followed by some English conversation if we still have time, okay?
Okay.
So, of course, I just want to ask, what did you do today?
I'm doing well.
Did you enjoy your day?
It was a long day at work.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So, what
we
did you enjoy your day?
yeah maybe enjoy.
Oh, maybe. So, did you finish your job, your task?
No, not really.
Not yet? You
Yeah.
still have it at home?
Oh no, tomorrow I will continue.
Oh, really? Exactly. So, do you think that you can finish that one
Yeah, of course. I must.
on deadline?
Yeah, I must
Mhm.
finish this one because the shipment.
Mhm. Is it hard? Is it a hard job? I'm so curious.
No, just just easy work, but I have
Oh,
with my computer and input some data on the supply
wow.
chains on a
So you are,
website. Yeah.
mhm. So I think you're good at it. So,
No, everyone
you know,
can do it.
I have a student. Is it about a warehouse, something like that?
No, just a
Ah,
normal
I'm
office.
sorry. Ah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not real. I thought it's about some warehouse because my student presented his work about the warehouse something and about the
Oh,
data. So I was just thinking it's about shipment, something like that. So I was thinking that it's the same because he presented me that idea, and what I'm going to do is just to listen, He wants to present that slides using English language. Yes, because he is used to speak Vietnamese and he wants to present it using English language.
mm-hmm.
So the thing there is, I will just going to listen while while he is reporting. So and
Oh,
give my feedback then. Yes, it's a
wow,
really nice strategy. Yes,
wow.
I am so amazed also because he opens up that kind of activity for me, and I was thinking like, oh, this is a really nice activity. So I just listen and give my feedback. At the same time, I am learning. It's like he's my teacher, something like that. But I need to pay attention in his grammar and
Right.
in his, because it is about presentation. It is a really important thing, right? It's not just about the normal conversation,
Yeah.
because in normal conversation it's really okay to to have some grammatical error
Mm-hmm.
because you both of you can understand, but in presenting something, maybe it's we need to really analyze, or I need to correct some of it, and I just need to focus on on his pronunciation, and at the same time the statement on his presentation, because there are some mistakes. So that's our strategy for him to be more confident in presenting it using English language. So
Wow.
maybe you can do that soon. If you have some presentation, you need to present it to me using English language too.
But
Okay.
he makes some video, right?
No, just slides, the
Just
PowerPoint
slide,
presentation. Yes,
and
PowerPoint
then
presentation.
he record.
Share. He will share,
Wow.
yeah, his screen, share the screen, and then
And
I will just going to listen, note it.
I got it.
Yes, note the correct mistakes. After the whole presentation, I will going to give my feedback. And then, of course, at the same time, I am learning.
Wow.
Yes, I have learned a lot about the work he has. And I mean, it's so helpful for him and it's so helpful for me. I
Yeah,
mean, I don't have any idea about
I'm
his work.
curious
Yes.
about his job.
Yeah.
What do he?
He is an IT.
Wow, IT.
And yes, and I'm not really sure because maybe he's the trusted person in their company. Imagine her boss gave her a car after a successful project. Yes, because I don't know what's the main work, but he's the one who presents something, who explain what to do about the warehouse, about the software. So,
Oh,
and the challenge there, what's the challenge there? It's because he needs to present it well so that I can understand. If I cannot understand, then I will going to say that you fail. So
wow.
something like that. So he needs to prepare it, to explain it carefully, of course. And I need to listen very carefully so that he'll not, he'll not going to be failed. Okay, so of course, maybe we can do that soon if you have some presentation and you want to use English language. Just a mix English and Vietnamese. You can do that whenever you will going to have a presentation. Because here in my place, whenever we do the presentation, um, of course we use English language.
Mm-hmm.
But if we will go into present in front of our friends, then we use, of course, we use English language. We use our own language, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's somehow understandable at the same time. Okay, so now, Miss Yan, as what I have mentioned, we will going to learn about this one.
How much
Okay.
and how many? Okay.
Yes, it's about grammar. Okay, so how much pizza is there? How many pizza pies? So we will go into learn about somehow countable and uncountable
Uncountable nouns.
nouns.
Okay.
Yes, are you familiar with this?
Sorry.
Are you familiar with this?
Are you? What? I cannot hear clearly.
Familiar, familiar,
Ah, yeah, yeah.
familiar.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
I think I know
okay.
this one.
Are you familiar?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. I think yes.
Oh, okay, that's a really nice thing. Maybe this topic will be so easy for you.
But sometimes I think
So let's
sometimes I still good
likewise,
confused.
likewise, because whenever I read this grammar, I was just thinking that, oh, this is a really proper grammar. But
Yeah.
whenever I talk, sometimes I switch the countables and uncountable
Yes.
nouns.
Just exactly.
So I really don't know why we keep on doing that, although we know this already.
Yes.
Okay, so going back with our discussion. So after this lesson, you will be able to count nouns in a more grammatically correct way. So we have here some exercise one, the sentence practice. Can you please read the countable nouns and uncountable nouns example?
Just read, right? How
Yes,
many
just read.
dogs do you have? How many trees are in your are in the forest? Oh, how can
Mhm.
you count trees? How many coins are in your pocket? None coin. Uncountable nouns. How much water does this bottle hold? How much soup soup
Soup.
soup do you want? How much soup do you
Okay.
want? Oh, please send
Yes.
me
Yes.
this link, please.
Okay, okay. Can you say oh, wait a minute.
Soup, soup,
Yes.
soup and shop, soup.
Not
Yeah,
shook,
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So
I know.
improve your sh and stuff, okay? So now, okay, I will send this link in a bit. So do you want me to send it now or just later?
Okay.
So let's proceed in grammar focus. So there are countable nouns and uncountable nouns in English. So let's learn first about the countable nouns, okay? So what is countable nouns? Countable nouns are nouns that you can count using numbers. They have a singular form and a plural form. plural
Oh,
form. And we use a determiner a or an before them, of course. It depends if the next word is the vowel. Yes, vowel. So, a dog, dogs. A tree, trees. A coin, coins. A man, men. So, let's just take for example about this one. How many? Use how many to ask the number of the nouns. So, like, for example, how many dogs do you have? I have two dogs. So, simple as that. So, this is how you're going to somehow use the countable nouns. You usually say how many. Okay?
yeah.
This is more easy, the most easiest form of the countable noun. So, how about the uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns include fluids. Example of it, like water and air. So it's really impossible for you to count water and air.
Yeah.
So of course, materials
Mm-hmm.
like woods or metal. So these are the materials. General categories. So what are the general categories? These are the furniture or the information itself because you cannot really count those. And the concepts, philosophy or love. You cannot really count love, right?
Yes.
So, these nouns are usually not individual objects, not individual objects. So, how much? So use how much to ask the amount of those nouns. So instead of saying how many, because you cannot really count the water, so you cannot really say how many water. So you need to say how much water do you need?
Mm, okay.
How much wood is needed to build this house? Because you cannot really know how much wood does it need to build a house, right? You cannot say only 5 woods. So it depends. You get it?
Okay.
So to reply to these questions, you need to use unit. How much water do you want? 2 glasses of water, please. So, of course, the person here answered 2 glasses. So, automatically, the person wants to have 2 glasses of water. But we use how much because we cannot really count the water.
Yeah.
So, because it is fluid. Next, how much wood is needed to build this house? So 5,000 square meters of wood. So this is the thing here. Because this wood is included as in material.
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Yes.
So upon saying this, we can really say that we can really count the countable now, since from the word itself, countable. And the uncountable is when you cannot really count that one using your hands or using something. So of course, notice that David did not say 2 water, please. Remember? 2 waters, please. Because it's so wrong.
Yeah.
And Henry did not say 5,000 woods.
Yeah.
Still wrong. So they need to use the units. The units such as glasses and square
And
meters.
meters. Okay.
Yes,
Oh.
these are the units to use before the word. Because if you're going to say 2 waters, please, so it's somehow so wrong. The grammar is wrong. So you need to say 2 glasses of water.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we have here. Now, use singular verbs with, use singular verbs with uncountable nouns. But use plural verbs with units, okay? So
Okay.
remember, use singular verbs with uncountable nouns, but remember, use plural verbs with the units only. So like for example, this one, glasses. This one, glasses. This is plural. Water is singular. This is the countable, uncountable, and this is the unit, right?
Yes, yes, I see.
Okay. So we have here example. Uncountable noun. How much water is in the closet?
How much?
Uncountable noun. Yes, how much
In
water is in?
the closet? I
Uh-huh.
think closet.
Next is yes, that's just an example. So, uncountable noun with unit. There are 10 bottles of water.
Okay.
Okay, so note that it is more clear to use uncountable noun with unit, but make sure the unit is in plural verbs because it is, of course, since more than one is many.
Yeah.
So, exceptions. We have here some exceptions also. Unfortunately, please read the exemptions.
Unfortunately.
Please read it aloud.
Unfortunately. Because I cannot see
Oh,
clearly.
it's so.
Can you
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
zoom
Yes, I'm
bigger?
sorry. How about this?
Okay. It is quite
Is it
blurred,
more clear?
you know.
Ah, wait. I'm sorry. I think it's too small.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, not all objects fit into the rules we've described. For instance, to count paper, you cannot say one paper, two papers. You have to say one piece of paper, two pieces of paper, two pieces
Pieces.
of paper.
Mhm.
So keep this rule in mind, but don't be surprised if you encounter
Income.
encounter nails that do not follow them. Oh,
Yes. Like like what we do, you know? We know about this grammar thing, but we usually don't follow them. So, of course, that's why maybe this is us. If you encounter nouns that do not follow them, do not be surprised. So the people must not be surprised when we don't follow the
yeah,
grammar at the same time. But the best part here is the most important part here is you need whenever you will go maybe if you talk with your friends or some close people, it's really okay to have some grammatical error or not following the rules, but of course you need to make sure that whenever you talk with some professionals, with your boss, with your manager, it's
mm,
really important to make it more clear.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
because
want to use correctly
exactly
grammar.
to practice,
Yeah,
yes, to practice.
even talk with my friends too.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. To practice more, it's really important also.
Yeah.
And why is it so important to be careful when you're talking with some professional? Because, they need to have a really clear understanding with your statement. So you need to be so clear in give and precise in giving a statement.
Yeah.
So you will not going to say how um about the paper. How many paper you need or how many paper do you need? You cannot say two papers. Maybe they will going to laugh. But whenever you go going to talk with your friends, I need two papers. So it's just okay.
Yeah.
But whenever you talk with some professionals or with your someone, two papers, maybe they will ended up like laughing inside.
Yeah.
So you need to use one piece of paper, two pieces of paper. But here, we usually practice the pieces, one piece, two pieces, something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe we encountered also saying this one, but in some informal conversation. just to make the whole thing easy and shorter. Okay. So, do you have any questions in this grammar focus part?
No.
Okay, so I believe that everything is clear here. So, let's check your understanding then. Language practice. You need to decide if the words in bold are countable or uncountable nouns. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's start then. Okay, it is 1 to 6 only. So the first one we have here, how many children are in the class?
Children. It's countable now.
Countable. Okay. How much tea do you want to drink?
Uncountable.
Uncountable. I always put butter on my toast.
Borders. I think uncountable.
Exactly. Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah, I think uncountable.
Mm-hmm. So, how is your health?
Uncountable. Uncountable.
Okay,
Health.
so your answer is
Health.
uncountable.
Yeah, it's uncountable
Mhm.
now.
Does your school have computers?
Countable.
Okay, so of course.
Oh, sorry, I want to
Okay.
ask a question about the number, other number four. I mean, about any. Uh,
Okay, any can be used as in uncountable.
yeah, but
Yes.
if
Because
behind the
advice. The word advice there is being
yes, yes,
uncountable.
I
It is an
know.
uncountable.
But if it is countable, it's have
What?
um, if the noun is countable,
The noun
the noun.
here, yes. It is uncountable noun.
Yes, I know advice is uncountable, but I mean if the noun behind the any is countable now, we have to put plural now.
Can you make your question clear?
I mean plural now.
Oh, you mean any advices for me?
No, I mean if the noun is countable. For example, do you have any pencils for me? So pencils is single of plural.
Oh, so you mean, example, you are going to say, do we have any glasses?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Oh, yes, you can do that. Do we have any beers? Do we have any foods?
Food, food, food.
And then, do we have any foods? Something like that. Do we have any glasses? Yes, we do. So something like, is that what you
But
mean?
I mean, uh, the correct is do you have any pens or do you have any pen? I mean pen or
Do you have any pens?
pens.
Pencils? Pencils.
Yeah,
May
pen
just
or pencil.
okay. So it depends. You can use it in that way also.
Oh really?
Yes,
I thought
because
any always use with plural now.
can you say it again?
Any.
Because any is very often used with some uncountable and plural nouns.
Mm,
It is often used with some uncountable and plural nouns.
yeah, okay.
Do you get it?
Okay, I think I will check it later.
Uh-huh. So, of course, just to make sure, just for you to know, like when you use any, um, there are some, of course, we use any with some plural forms also of countable nouns and with countable nouns. So it really depends to your statement. You can simply say a pen or any pen, something like that. Any water, such as it is an uncountable noun. So pens is plural countable noun. So you can also say that one.
Okay.
Any pen is also part of uncountable noun, but in singular countable noun.
Okay.
You get it? So it depends. We have here singular uncountable noun. We also have plural uncountable noun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So of course. So moving on. So how about your number six again? Did you answer that already?
Yes. Countable.
Okay.
Computer is countable.
Uh-huh. Okay. So now, of course, we have here some buildings, sentence building, exercise 3. So what are you going to do here is just create questions using how much, how many, and the following words. The first one is done for you. Example, we have here soup bowls and bowls of soup.
Soup.
Yes. So how much soup is there? How many bowls of soup are there? So, of course, we have here, you will not going to create any story here, okay? You just need to do this one.
Okay.
So let me send this to you
The link.
so that it will be so easy for you to answer. Okay, there you go.
Okay. How many pillars do you have? How much this furniture? How much the furniture in your house? Bags. How many bags of garbage? Yeah. Wow. Gab garbage. Garbage. How how much garbage in your place? Slice of pizza. Pizza. Uh, how many slices of pizza do you want to eat? How much pizza?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Okay. So, here's the thing, Miss Yen, can you just send it in the Messenger.
Okay, okay, I will send you.
Okay, so
I
that you
will
can
send
still
you.
have enough time to think of a really good questions here using the countable and uncountable noun. Okay, so for tonight, I think that would be all. So next meeting, we will just going to continue with some English conversation because we don't have enough time left here. So of course, I hope that you are going to enjoy your lunar holidays, and of course, um, you will going to finish all your tasks, and you will have a very wonderful
Wow,
set
so
celebration.
we will get
Have
off
a good night,
a long day.
okay?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Miss Yan.
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much.